If you base your medical knowledge on movies, childbirth usually looks like this: a frantic rush down a brightly lit hospital corridor, a doctor yelling "push," a single dramatic scream, and an instantly crying baby. That cultural shorthand is incredibly common, which leaves many expecting mothers entering the delivery room wildly unprepared for the actual physiological reality they are about to experience. Labor does not happen in a single sudden moment. It unfolds across a highly specific three-stage biological marathon. To understand the absolute limits of human endurance, we have to throw out the cinematic illusions and examine the brutal, awe-inspiring mechanics of what the body actually does. The reality is that the first stage of labor alone can last an exhausting 12 to 20 hours for a first-time mother, and during that entire time, there is zero pushing. This diagram shows a cross-section of the cervix during early labor. The primary mechanical goal here is preparation. The tissue slowly thins out, a process called effacement, and dilates to exactly 10 centimeters. To force this opening, the body relies on uterine contractions. They start mild but steadily ramp up, pushing downward with increasing frequency and intensity against the dilating cervix. Right before the pushing begins, the body hits the climax of stage 1. Known as transition, contractions reach their peak intensity, coming incredibly close together and offering almost no time to rest. This internal marathon is physically and emotionally draining, yet because it happens almost entirely out of sight, popular culture rarely depicts it. Only after the cervix reaches full 10-centimeter dilation does stage 2 begin. This is where the actual pushing starts. This diagram isolates the biomechanics of the maternal pelvis. Moving a baby down the birth canal demands extreme anatomical adaptation. The pelvic bones structurally shift and widen to allow the mass to pass through, eventually making the baby's head visible at the vaginal opening, a moment known as crowning. As the head emerges, the perineum tissue stretches to its absolute limit. In many cases, it tears, or doctors must make a small surgical cut called an episiotomy to safely allow the baby out. This line graph tracks the mother's neurochemicals at the exact moment of birth. Right as the baby is delivered, the body triggers a sudden, massive spike in oxytocin, endorphins, and adrenaline. That specific neurochemical flood acts as a biological override. It creates the overwhelming emotional release that instantly bonds the mother and child right in the middle of extreme physical trauma. The baby is out, but the labor is not over. This illustration shows the placenta, a complex, temporary organ packed with a dense network of blood vessels. It supplied the baby with oxygen and nutrients for 9 months, and now the mother's body has to expel it. To successfully detach and deliver the placenta, the uterus must continue contracting for another 15 to 30 minutes. Because everyone's attention is entirely on the newborn, this third stage is entirely overshadowed. Its vital role in completing the biological process is heavily misunderstood and frequently forgotten. Following the delivery of the placenta, the body enters an immediate biological reset. Hormone levels crash sharply, and the uterus starts shrinking back down to its original size. Simultaneously, the body initiates breast milk production, rapidly shifting its resources from internal incubation to external nourishment. Examining the sheer mechanical and chemical demands of these 3 stages makes one thing completely clear: childbirth is a grueling test of human endurance. Understanding this unglamorous reality strips away the fear of the unknown. It equips partners to offer genuine support in the delivery room and demands profound respect for the women who survive the marathon.